Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here. Welcome to part 54 of the Elden Ring full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we're going to complete the game. We've reached the end of the road, my friends. It's time. Okay, so all that's left to do in our grand adventure is to go through, where is it? Lanedale, capital of Ash, fight the final bosses, or complete a couple quest lines really quick, and fight the final bosses, and then choose an ending. That's it. Okay. Before we get started, I will show you my stats. Currently level 166 with 60 Vigor, 26 Mind, 35 Endurance, 16 Strength, 55 Dex, 9 Intelligence, 8 Faith, 36 Arcane, using a Rivers of Blood plus 10. I have a Longbow, Beast Repellent Torch, we don't need that anymore. Brass Shield plus 20, although I might upgrade that like just before we get going. Briar Set, Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, Erd Tree's Favor plus 1, Blessed Dude Talisman, Assassin's Crimson Dagger, 14 Flasks of Crimson Tears at plus 12, a Flask of Wondrous Physic with a Crimson Crystal Tear and an Opaline Bubble Tear, Black Knife Teak leveled up to plus 10, and we no longer need the Blasphemous Claw. Okay, so we can speak with Roderica one more time. Speak to her about Hugh. Says, he won't listen to you either. Okay, that's it. She's not going to leave either. So if we rest one more time... actually, let's speak with Hugh, and then I think she'll move back. Maybe she stays there. It's been a long time since I ended the game. So Hugh no longer remembers us. If we ask him about him, he asks, why does that girl weep for me? As deep of a connection as he has to Roderica, and as deep of a connection that he has built throughout our adventure with Roderica, because the Roundtable is going away, so is he, and so is his mind, so he has forgotten her. Yeah, very sad. No one in these games has a happy ending. But Roderica is going to stay with Hugh until it's over. She's like the one pure person in this game. Like pure of heart. She's the only one. So, your spirit tuning services and your blacksmithing services are kept. Okay, I guess those Stormhawk axes don't ever show up unless you fail the questline. Good to know. One other thing that I want to show is that someone is now missing. Gideon bounced. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, we can offer a bell bearing, the final one, and that allows us to purchase Somber 9s. Okay. Okay. Let's level up our shield. I think I have enough to level it up to 25 now. If not, maybe I will. I don't know. Leveling up Arcane isn't that important at this point. Excellent. All right. So now our shield is at plus 25, our weapon's at plus 10. We're good to go. We can check out the fingers as well. Enya is now dead. But we can still purchase stuff from Remembrances. We can still purchase armor. Realizing now I never read the Remembrance for Placidusax. Let's do that. Or the Black Blade. Placidusax. Remembrance of Dragonlord Placidusax, hewn into the Erd Tree. The Dragonlord whose seat lies at the heart of the storm beyond time is said to have been Elden Lord in the age before the Erd Tree. Once his god was fled, the Lord continued to await its return. Interesting. Interesting. Black Blade. Remembrance of Malekith the Black Blade, hewn into the Erd Tree. Malekith was a shadow-bound beast given to his Empyrean. Marika's sole need of her shadow was a vessel to lock away destined death. Even then, she betrayed him. So this gives evidence to Marika setting in motion the events of the game, with Godwin being killed. Like it's possible that she convinced Ranni to do it, but the betrayal of Malekith makes me believe that she had a part in it. Anyway. Okay. Yes. Okay. let's go to Lanedale, capital of Ash, and get started. Something I want to mention is that if you have not done the Subterranean Shunning-Grounds yet, it's okay. You can still reach them, and I will show you how. There's a ghost here. It says, "Behold, the Erd Tree yet stands, tall and unwavering, mindless of the scorch of the flame of ruin. Then we are yet golden ones." Mindless meaning it pays it no mind. So, if you remember, back in Lanedale, capital city, I told you there's a sewer grate that we can't enter just yet. Now we can. I'm also just remembering, I don't know how we didn't get the treasure back in Farum Azula. In the window. Anyway, drop here. Get the Crimson Amber Medallion +2. And then, this is how you would enter the Subterranean Shunning-Grounds if you haven't done it yet, because the main entrance is blocked. Okay. So if you'd like, you can do that. And then if you haven't done this place, you're now free to do so. That's also how you get that item over there. I'm going to waste a minute here, and I need to know how to get this item. How do we get up there? Somebody's got some explaining to do. How did I not look for this? Or is this not the way? Wow, I'm a dummy. I've never once been where we're about to go. Okay. Well, sorry I missed this, but I truly had no idea this existed. Wow, I never knew about this. I feel shame. I love the way blood splatters in this game. Hello. You're cheap. See you later. Can't climb ladders? Cool. I'm down with that. Never been here. Damn, I feel like an idiot. Sick. What do you got? Dragon Tower Shield. Tower Shield engraved with a dragon, symbol of protection. Heavy even among great shields, it possesses exceptional guarding ability. The ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Earth Tree protect their lord as a wall of living rock. Damn, I never knew that existed. Wow. In this playthrough, we did like 2 cave dungeons that I never knew existed, and now this. I've finished this game like 7 times, by the way. Like, this is not my second playthrough ever. Another Crucible Knight? Yo, what? Oh my god. This is sick. My turn? Mm-hmm. I hit it to try to bait out that attack. Why did I do a follow-up? What kind are you? The world will never know. Do I get anything? No, huh? Well, if you know what kind of Crucible Knight that was, like what sort of incantation he used, I'm all ears. Damn, dude. That was sick. I love when enemies fight each other. Context. This is definitely the window. I'm glad I went looking for this. It's still not the window. Yes, it is. Bolt Drake Talisman 2. Okay. Cool. I'm so happy. Okay. So, let's go to the underground roadside side of Grace, because we got to finish Dung Eater's questline. Now, if you don't remember how to get to Dung Eater's cell, I don't exactly blame you, because it's been a long time, and this place is confusing. But it's actually pretty direct. Hello. Oh my god. Like some Dark Souls 1 rats here. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just run past everything here. You don't have to kill these things. Small chance we get knocked off here. Okay. The hands in here are supposed to stay dead. I don't see any fingernails. Okay, cool. So, every time you speak with Dung Eater, he will take all of these seedbed curses that you have on you. He'll take them all. If you have all 6, you can do this in one shot. We have picked up all 6 throughout this adventure, so let's talk to him.
A curse upon them all. They'll be born cursed, all of them. along with their children. And their children's children. For all time to come.
Unleash it upon them! A cursed blessings to war!
So once you give him all 6, you get that awesome cutscene, and then a rune appears on his corpse. So take the Mending rune. Get the Mending rune of the Fell Curse. That's a key item. Loathsome rune gestated by the Dung Eater. Used to restore the fractured Elden Ring when brandished by the Elden Lord. The reviled curse will last eternally, and the world's children, grandchildren, and every generation hence will be its pustules. If order is defiled entirely, defilement is defilement no more, and for every curse, a curse blessing. So it's basically saying that if the order is completely defiled, then defilement becomes normal. Very gross. And the other rune that we have so far is the Rune of the Death Prince, which we received after defeating Lich Dragon Fortisax during Fia's questline. So now we have 2 Mending runes that can be used to repair the Elden Ring. Before you leave, go ahead and reload this area. So we can get Dung Eater's armor. Okay. Malformed helm resembling an omen with its horns cut off. Worn by the Dung Eater, its form is a vision of the landscape of his mind, and his appearance as he wished to see it. The heart of an omen without the body to match. Could there be any crueler existence? What does it matter then, if the curse claims it all? So he was willingly looking like this. Malformed armor resembling the omen with its horns cut off, worn by the Dung Eater. The heavy sun-shaped medallion represents both the guidance he once saw, which is grace, and the ring to which it will one day lead, the Elden Ring. So that is the end of Dung Eater's questline, and we have successfully unlocked another ending. So let's go back to Leyndell Ashen Capital. Okay. So clearly things have changed. This area gets a little confusing to navigate because everything is covered in ash, which is cool. It makes sense. But from a gameplay perspective, when you're just like trying to get somewhere, you're like, wait, where the hell am I? Like, you just can't know. So you're free to like re-explore the area, and in my opinion, it's kind of worth it just to see how things have changed. So yeah, this is where we started. Like, this is the entrance of the capital here. So a lot of locations are completely blocked off now, which is expected. Okay. We still have this site of grace here. But you need to reactivate all the sites of grace in the capital. If you want. You don't have to. See, everything is just covered in ash. The sky is acrid and full of smoke. Do we have to reactivate this one? No. Wait. Yeah, we do. So again, you don't have to do this. Wow, a lot of people did what I thought I was about to do. No, never mind. He just pulled it and jumped. What a psycho. Anyway, it's weird that this is up. Or rather, it's weird that it's not up. Beautiful. Oh, it is. That's the Capital Rampart. Okay. Let's go back to Lanedale, Capital of Ash, now that we've done that little loop. Okay. So, now let's go this way. Actually, we need to find Corhyn. Corhyn is somewhere in this ash heap. I think he's in the general direction. Yeah, he should be over there somewhere. So let's just go this way really fast. That's how much ash is on the ground. You don't even need to climb Grand Sacks anymore. You just walk right to it. Okay. So there's a Valiant Gargoyle down there now. Oh, that Site of Grace is gone. That's a bit of a bummer. All right. Let's do it. Pretty sure that's a Somber smithing stone. Yep. The fortified manor becomes inaccessible. So if you haven't done that, you know, if you didn't get there last time, it's too late, unfortunately. Like I said, finishing Farum Azula is the point of no return. It is interesting to me that this guy's here. I don't fully understand it. Like, where did he come from, you know? Since, you know, we killed the one that was up top. Like, why is he here? Ow. Nice. Ugh, god damn it. The positioning just, like, would not happen. Truth be told, I don't know if that's a kill once enemy. I have no idea. Either way, he's dead. Whoa. Why are these guys here? All right. We still haven't found what I needed, so we gotta look for Corhyn. So this is the street again with the sewer grate. He should be over here somewhere. There he is. I see him. All right. So he is... Where's the Site of Grace? Site of Grace... There's the ghost. So from the ghost, just go straight. Where is he? I could have sworn I just saw his head. What? I could swear I just saw his head. Unless it was something else. Brother Corhyn, Ashen capital. He's near Grand Sax's lightning bolt. So he's over there. I don't know what I saw then. He's right near where I jumped. How did I miss him? Why isn't he here? Okay, this is weird. Ah, okay. Since we offered him the tonic of forgetfulness, it changes. Fascinating. I never knew this. Okay. So, since I offered him the tonic, he will not have left this bridge. Nope, they didn't fix the Tibia Mariner thing. Again, I don't know why this is here. It's crazy that this is the first time we're seeing it, considering how many times we came to this bridge. Yeah, it's weird that he's here. Anyway. So Corhyn should be on the bridge by Stargazer Ruins. Interesting. I've never actually given him the tonic of forgetfulness, so I just didn't know this could happen. Or I never offered it to him. He didn't take it. Yeah, there he is. Shit. Okay, you'll notice Goldmask is missing, though. Now we reload. Okay. So you get his bell bearing, a flail, and the robe. Robe of Corhyn the Cleric. Even after exile, Corhyn refused to recant his prophecies, and for this he was blessed with the guidance of grace. Since then, the cartwheel draped on his neck has served as a reminder that true guidance awaits those with iron wills, those with unwavering faith. Okay. So, let's go back to Lanedale, capital of Ash. And there's still a couple things to do before we fight the bosses. All right. So there's an area here in the Ashen capital with some ulcerated tree spirits. Now the major problem is that these tree spirits are not mini bosses. They're just regular enemies, so they will respawn upon being killed. It's for that reason that I'm going to suggest you just get the item we're going to get and bounce. First, though, we can go this way. And now this bridge has been finished. And this is near the Colosseum. Okay. And here's Goldmask. Now, before... How do I explain this? Because I had never given Corhyn the Tonic of Forgetfulness, I always assumed that he pushed him. Like, I always assumed that he pushed Goldmask off the cliff. And that's why he's down here. That doesn't make sense anymore, though. But here's Goldmask, and we can receive a Mending Rune. Mending Rune of the Perfect Order. Rune discovered by the noble Goldmask, used to restore the fractured Elden ring when brandished by the Elden Lord. A rune of transcendental ideology which will attempt to perfect the Golden Order. The current imperfection of the Golden Order, or instability of ideology, can be blamed on the fickleness of the gods no better than men. That is the fly in the ointment. I don't fully understand fly in the ointment. Maybe it's like it can't get out of there, maybe? I don't know. Like they can't help themselves. But either way, we've unlocked another ending. And you unlock that by, completing the Goldmask Corhyn questline. And getting them to that mountain. Alright, where is the ulcerated tree spirit area? It's over here. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a talisman, and it's one of the best in the game, but it's in a pretty terrible location. Yeah, you can't summon Torn here. That sucks. It's in a pretty terrible location. So we're just going to run in and run out. I hate the Ashen capital. It's a cool idea, but I just never know where the hell I am. I could have sworn it was over here. It's in an area with 2 or 3 ulcerated tree spirits. Ashen capital talisman. It's Erdtree favors Erdtree's favor +2. Oh. God damn it. All right. You got to go back to the Forbidden Lands. That's why I couldn't find it. So we have to approach the capital from behind. Luckily, the elevator's here. The capital outskirts. See, I guess they, like... I understand why they separate it. Like, I get it. You know, it's the way the ash works. It makes for a better, like, aesthetic design. But it is just annoying. Come on. Trying to stick me for my paper. He's still on me, this guy. Yeah, that's right. Back up. My elevator. I wonder if that disabled the Divine Towers side of Grace. No, it didn't. Could have gone the other way. Okay. Here we are. There's one. Almost positive there's another one buried under there somewhere. But this item right here is what we're after. See how we do. Okay. Really? Oh my God. Please let me murder you. Thank you. All right. Okay, 18K. Like I said, I'm almost positive there's another one in here. At least one more. Yep. You know, it's the end of the game. Let's see what happens if we kill everybody. I've heard that it's nothing, though. Man, this one's messing me up here. Can we fight over here? Thank you. Oh my god. Yo! Oh, what am I doing? I'm making this so hard on myself. Mm-mm. Two. And I knew it. Yeah, I knew there was three. Nice. The fat bleed. Oh my god. Might be dead. Nope. Oh, come on. I gotta stop fighting you on this dumb hill. What? Thank God. Okay. Yeah, you get nothing for killing three. That's okay. Erdtree's favor +2. It is said that when the age of the Erdtree began, such blessings were personally bestowed upon their recipients by Queen Marika herself. Okay, so that's it for this area. Oops. Let's once more go back to Lanedale, capital of Ash. And I just have to use the restroom really quick. So just check the timestamps for when I return. Okay. All right. Dung Eater's questline is done. Corhyn and Goldmask's questline is done. We got the Erdtree's favor +2. We are ready to fight the bosses now. We're actually going in the wrong direction. God, I hate this place. Alright, so the first boss is in a location that we've already fought a boss in, and that is the room where we fought Godfrey, first Elden Lord, or the Shade of Godfrey, really. So we just gotta make our way back there. Yeah, that Valiant Gargoyle is not a kill once enemy. I know the Ulcerated tree spirits aren't either, so kind of weird. Okay. I find it strange that they got rid of that side of Grace. Like, of all the ones to get rid of, why that one? Either way, and we're going to make our way to that Erdtree Sanctuary throne room kind of area. No. I was thinking, oh, is this where Goldmask fell? It's not. Oh my god, I think I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Let's just see if there's anything up here. Though I seriously doubt it. I guess they put this here in case you forgot to get talismans or something. I don't know. Like, I'm wondering why they didn't cut off access to this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We get to it from a different angle. I'm so sorry. Capital of Ash confuses the hell out of me. Like, it, without fail, it just confuses me. Okay. We actually approach it from the other side. How could I forget? Yeah, they literally give you the straight shot back. I don't know how I forgot that. All right, this is where the statue of Radigan once was. That is cut off now as well, so you can no longer solve the mystery. Anything on these rooftops? Nah. Okay. So we're going to take this elevator up now. I guess I could have just jumped over. Yeah. Oh well. Alright. Take this elevator up. And then we're going to fight a boss. This boss changes depending on how many demigods you've killed. He will use different abilities depending on each one. I will warn you, however, he's kind of weak. He'll go down pretty quick. Unless he uses a lot of glintstone sorcery. That's Gideon. If you bum rush him, oh my god, he goes down like a sack of potatoes. With the Scepter of the All-Knowing and Gideon's armor. So like I said, he left. You know, he left Roundtable Hold. And that's why. He came here. Now, whether or not it's to protect the Erdtree, I kind of doubt that. It's maybe to protect the person waiting for us. I don't know. It's a little unclear to me. Okay. Let's check out Gideon's armor. Check out his weapon first. Scepter of the All-Knowing. Scepter in the form of a hand grasping a pearl, signature weapon of Sir Gideon Ofnir, the All-Knowing. The pearl stands for the world, the heavens, and an eye, representing the many forms of knowledge never fully attainable. Even knowing that, the All-Knowing's hand grasps for it. Knowledge above all. Raise the scepter to manifest the realm of the All-Knowing. Enemy magic and holy damage negation will be reduced for all within the area, including the caster. Helm set with countless eyes and ears. It's kind of gross when you look at it. Worn by Gideon Ofnir, the All-Knowing, knowledge begins with the recognition of one's ignorance, the realization that the search for knowledge is unending. But when Gideon glimpsed into the will of Queen Marika, he shuddered in fear. At the end, that should not be. So yeah, I think he got scared and wanted to stop anybody from seeing her. Yeah, same description. Okay. So now that that's done, you kind of know where to go. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same path. But we have a new ghost here. He is returned. The Lord has returned at long last. Our very first Lord to brandish the Elden Ring once more. Who is the first Elden Lord? Godfrey. He has returned. Okay. Just drink in this moment. It is quite a moment. You've done a lot to get here. You've done a lot. We get Erd Tree Heal. One of the ancient Erd Tree incantations. Heals a vast amount of HP for the caster and nearby allies. Hold to continue praying and delay activation. The Erd Tree once flourished with abundance, yet it was only for a fleeting moment, such as the course of all life. Okay. The next boss that we have to fight is Godfrey, first Elden Lord. It's the same fight as the Shade for the most part. What? This is new. This is new. Shabriri Godfrey. This isn't new? You have to embrace the Frenzied Flame. I've never seen this before. Okay. Anyway. Godfrey's first phase is basically the same as the Shade version. Literally the same thing. But he gets a new move where he can dig the axe into the ground, and then he will keep it in the ground, and then he will stomp on it. Yeah. So he will stomp on the axe. When he does that, it will send out a shockwave in a line. You can see it lining up. All you got to do is jump. Like, just jump out of the way. Or roll. Just get out of the way of that line. In his second phase, so he kind of has three phases. He has that Shade with the phase, and then that's it. In the second phase, he'll start doing that axe thing with the line, and then he will also stomp on the ground. When he does that, you just got to jump. You just jump straight up, and you avoid it. That's it. Third phase is his second form, and it's you just drop the health bar 50%, and then phase 3 starts. Phase 3, I guess he has 4 phases. Phase 3 is Hoarah Loux Warrior, which is Godfrey's original personality, let's call it. He was a warrior of the Badlands, and when he met Marika, she sort of civilized him, and he became the king. But Hoarah Loux is still in there, and Hoarah Loux comes out. Hoarah Loux Warrior is just a fighter. No weapon, just fists and arms and legs. He maintains his kick where he sends out a big shockwave, but he can do it repeatedly now, so you got to pay attention. He can also get on his knees and start pounding the ground. When he does that, if it's like a shockwave, you can just jump, but there's another one that's more of like an earthquake. That one you got to run away from, because it's sort of like Malekith or Beast Clergyman Garank, where like the rocks shoot out of the ground, so you got to get away from it. During that phase, he has a lot of grab attacks. These are like really cool to get hit by, but they deal massive amounts of damage, so you got to do your best to get away from them. It's kind of a hectic fight, especially in the last couple phases. Like once he gets down to 25%, he just starts to get berserk and just moves faster and does everything harder. It's a bit of a crazy fight. I'm not against summoning here. The other summon that I want to talk about is Nepheli Loux Warrior. To me, this indicates that Nepheli Loux is Godfrey's daughter, because they have the same name. It's Hoarah Loux and Nepheli Loux, both warrior. She also uses the Stormhawk axes, and Godfrey, I think it's the Stormhawk Great Axe that he uses. So there's definitely a relationship somewhere. Either they're from the same tribe within the Badlands, which I hope is a DLC, or maybe it's his daughter. Unclear, I think. But we do know that Gideon only adopted Nepheli Loux, so it's possible. It's very possible. And it could be why Gideon is the boss before Godfrey, but we'll see. Okay. Let's do it. So I'll leave the cutscene to you. Ow. Yep, I messed that up. It's funny, I messed that up on the shade, too. You can just jump that. It's going to overhead. Shouldn't have gone for 3 there. That was really stupid. That's, yep. Ugh, I messed that whole thing up. I messed that up. I was too in his face to see that that's what he was doing. It's okay. Try it again. Man, Shabriri dog. I never knew he could be summoned. Well, that comment's from April. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he was there the whole time and I just never saw it. I really gotta go back and look at my footage. Why am I doing that? I'm like not attacking at smart times. Alright. That is a stomp. I was like waiting for him the whole time. One, two. Ow. So this is kind of his second phase here. Like, notice how he's doing, like, running stomps now? Alright, this is a line. Yep. Just run away. It's when he waves the axe in the air. That's when he's going to do it. Alright, here we go. This is phase 2. So now with shockwaves, like, are just filling the whole screen. Jesus, dude. It's going to be a line. That's tough. That's late. I don't know why I did that. Luckily, this phase really doesn't last that long. This is Hoarah Loux. Right off the bat, run away. That's a grab. Shouldn't have done that. That's a grab too. Oh, it's just the claw. God damn it. He's got the Lei Wu long sweep kick. I love it. That's a grab. Oh, God. Yeah. Good job, buddy. Oh, the wall. I don't know what's happening. Dead. I had no idea what was happening against that wall. I should have spammed drink. Ugh. If I manage to get him very low, if I get him within killing range, I'm going to die, and I'm going to summon Shabriri and Nepheli Loux, because I think it's a cool fight with them. I mean, I've never seen Shabriri fight, so I'm going to basically kill him, and I'm just going to kill myself. And then we're going to see what they look like together. What a combo. Fucking Shabriri. How did I not ever see that? I even came to him with the Lord of Frenzied Flame Ending. Like... Ooh, that was lucky. It's interesting when he's scraping it. It doesn't really seem to be active. All right, just watch his foot. I realize I just rolled backwards. Try not to roll backwards. The reason you don't want to roll backwards is because oftentimes you can end up rolling into the spikes. I tried jumping into him, which was very stupid. Alright, I need to drink. That was kind of close. Ow, dude. Cool. This gives me an opportunity to reset for phase 2. Okay. Let's do it. Buddy, come on. Maybe dead. Nope. Thank God. Fucking Christ, dude. Let me live. That's also a grab. Oh my God, dude. At least I'm showcasing all the moves. This could kill me. Fucking close as hell. God. This is phase 4. That's the one you just gotta run away from. You have like no other choice. Just get the hell away from it. Fucking lay Wulong my ass. Alright. That's fine. What I was going to say after I said you're going to lay Wulong my ass, I had him on a bleed. He ripped me in half. I had him on a bleed. I knew he was going to proc then, and I didn't want to kill him. That's why I wasn't doing anything. I was just trying to find an opportunity to tell you. That's what I was doing. So that's Nepheli Loux. The grabs are pretty maniacal. You just got to wait for him to actually move his hands. That's when the grab is going to come, and so I was able to dodge the last one. I'm more interested in Shabriri, but can I summon both? Let's see what this looks like with Shabriri. I'm very curious. Wow. Fucking Shabriri. Yeah, and he's got the Frenzied Flame Talisman down there, too. Or seal, whatever. Okay. Let's do it. I'm not going to bring in Teak, just because I feel like this is going to go pretty quick. I feel like Shabriri probably has some absolutely bananas magic. I just want to watch. Oh man, he can't get it off. Yeah, Nepheli Loux with her thunder magic. This is cool. It's kind of funny that you get Erdtree heal from the Queen's Bedchamber just before this, because it could be used here. Yeah. Oh wow, Shabriri can drink. That's kind of rare. All right, let me get in the mix here just to kind of... I want to see Shabriri do some shit. Yeah. I had a feeling he had some cool magic. Let's see them fight. Whoa. That was weird. It almost always puts you back in the middle. Oh my god. That was incredible. Oh man, she's getting yoked up. Alright, Shabriri's dead. Yep. Alright, Nepheli. What are you going to do against your dad there? Shabriri has died. What a shame. What's going on? She's probably dead. She's got high armor for somebody wearing no armor. Is she getting yeeted out? I didn't even hit him and he's paying attention to me. Man, I can't believe he hits you with the Lei Wulong leg sweep. Oh, she's out. Alright, let's end it. It's cool that he rips them in half. That's fun. Yeah. Oh man, she just flew over him. That was rad. I'm going to have to end up killing him myself anyway. I like how you get pushed back from that. I think that's really cool. Jesus. I 100% pressed circle there. That, I don't know. I dodged. I knew the timing, too. I don't know what the hell happened. Dude. That one I'll give him. I was deep in the animation there. Oh, I have no mana. It's pointless doing Rivers of Blood. Close. Is she dead or did time run out? It's funny. I gotta do it myself anyway. Alright, come here. Dude, I swear to God I'm dodging. I don't know what the fucking problem is. Yeah, I gave him that one. All right. Ugh, too early. Ow. I thought I was running out of room there. What is fucking happening right now? I'm dead. Oh my god. That's absolutely embarrassing. That's embarrassing. He gave that to me. He gave that win to me, and I spit in his face. Okay. I'll just fight it myself. We saw what they look like, and I failed. So I don't deserve to use them. I've killed him twice. I've killed him twice. Yeah. Sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. Yeah, I just wanted to bleed. Alright, that's a stomp. Ugly. Come on. I need to get clean for phase 3. Okay, that's good enough. Whoop, wrong way. Son of a bitch, get up and drink. There he is. I'm glad I did it on my own. I was so glad when I showcased the summons. But he gave me that win twice. And I didn't take it either time. So I had to do it myself the third time. Okay. The Remembrance. This is a big one. Remembrance of the warrior Hoarah Loux, hewn into the Erd Tree. When Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, was robbed of his grace, becoming tarnished, he took with him his kinfolk and left the lands between. After the long march of the Tarnished came to an end, Godfrey divested himself of kingship, becoming a simple warrior once more. So when Godfrey lost his sight of grace, he left. He felt he was no longer fit to be a king. And then he marched somewhere, we don't exactly know where, and then he just divested himself of the kingship and once again became Hoarah Loux. It's said that he, I think in a trailer or some early information that was on the Elden Ring website, they basically said that it just happened over time. Like he was king for so long that it just happened. Okay, so we get 300,000 runes for that. Do I have a bloodstain in here? I do. Although I don't know if this has anything on it anymore. It does. 139. Cool, that's another level. One thing I'm going to do before we actually get started here, I'm going to go back to Roundtable Hold, and then I am going to sell all of my runes to Hugh. All right, I'm going to keep the memories just because I like having them there. But we just got 1.6 million runes. We're about to fight the final boss, so you may as well just level up as high as you can go. Funny enough, neither of the final bosses bleed, so that's kind of a waste. But whatever. We'll end at 176, which is actually, I think, where my other character is after a couple playthroughs, so we did really well this playthrough. Let's check one thing since we just fought with Homegirl. Let's see if she moves. I am going to rest twice here just because that's what's required to get her to show up in the first place. She say anything?
I will remit your guide
Nope.
surely, Lyle.
All right. We're back to the Elden Throne, and now it's time for the final boss. The final boss is Radagon of the Holy Order, or Radagon of the Golden Order, followed by the Elden Beast. You need to drain Radagon's life bar completely, and then you get to fight Elden Beast. So it's like one boss after the other after the other. Or just twice. One boss after the other. Radagon is basically a completely unique boss. You have not fought anything like him before. He has a hammer that he swings very limberly. Like he just really puts his whole body into it. He puts his hip into it. Snap. And a lot of times it will trail sparks on the ground. These like gold flake sparks, parts of the Elden Ring. He'll throw that on the ground. I thought there was somebody coming out of the fog, and I was just like, what the hell is that? He'll throw sparks on the ground. Sometimes they can erupt, so you're better. Like, there's really only one attack where they erupt. It's when they're in a big circle. But even that doesn't happen all the time. But whenever there's sparks on the ground, you're better off just not standing in them, and then you'll be okay. So you'll notice that these were the brambles that we could not pass before. But since we set the Erd Tree on fire, they're gone. Anyway, so at about 50%, he starts doing some really wild stuff. He can teleport, which is basically a blink. It's super fast. And then when he reappears, high probability that he's going to throw stars at you. These deal damage even if you're blocking, I think, unless you probably have like a holy shield of some sort. And usually they're in an arc, so there can be 3 of them. Just got to do your best to roll. Like you just got to time it. The thing is that when he teleports away, he just blinks away, but then when he reappears, it explodes. So you can't predict it. Like, you cannot predict that he's going to be near you. But if you see a shimmer in front of you after he's disappeared, like he disappears and then you see a shimmer, he's going to appear in front of you. So you need to roll through his teleport animation, his reappearance. The other thing he can do is he can reappear in the air and then throw a bolt of lightning at you. You just got to dodge that, but then it will leave sparks on the ground, and you need to roll away from those as well. His other like major attack, so he has a stomp similar to Godfrey. Again, just jump. It's not that, you can just jump it. It's not a big deal. The other major attack he has is something I'll talk about after we beat him. Like, I'll talk more about it, but the attack is basically he jumps up in the air a distance away from you and starts hammering on the ground, and he's going to do it 3 times. You can jump the first 2. It's hard, but I recommend just running out of this entire animation. If you're quick, you can get behind him, but you don't want to just like stand immediately behind him. You want to get a little bit away from him, and then once he hits the 3rd time, then you can go in and start attacking him for some free damage. But if you're not close to him when he starts this, I recommend just getting out of it. Where the fuck did he come from? Anyway, so that's Ratigan. When you defeat Ratigan, you'll fight Elden Beast. Elden Beast is a very interesting boss. I really like it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I really dig it. It's a gorgeous boss, beautiful arena, incredible music. It has some really cool attacks. It's sort of like a dragon, but not really. You'll know when you see it. Like, you'll understand what I mean when you see it. But just sort of think of it like a dragon that's holding a sword. And this sword, it has regular sword swings, but then he can do a couple special things. He can sort of like the Golden Order Greatsword, I think it is. Where is it? Golden Order Greatsword. Dude, where's this? It should be like right around here. It's definitely after this. Definitely after that. Where is this weapon? Yeah, okay. Weird. Where was this? I just passed it 10 times. Okay, the Golden Order Greatsword, it has this ability called Establish Order. Raise armament in a salute and release a golden explosion. Repeated inputs send out waves of golden light. It's that part. He will send out giant rune arcs on the ground that you've got to avoid. I guess it's more of an it than a he. And then it can also drive the sword into the ground. When it does that, there's going to be a big explosion. With its left hand, it doesn't have a weapon, but it has the ability to cast magic. Very similar to Aztel, Natural Born of the Void, and Void of the Stars or whatever, those 2 skull centipede weird bosses. He can shoot stars out of his hand, and then they will explode. Literally the same thing. The only bonus with Elden Beast is that he gets a really big one that fills a huge area. But you can just run to the left of it, and you'll be okay. What else with Elden Beast? Has a breath. You don't want to be near it, obviously. If you manage to stagger it, you can stab it in the stomach. But truth be told, you're better off just dealing regular damage. It's not necessarily susceptible to those visceral attacks. So better off just wailing on it for a while. Unless, you'd rather not just use it to replenish stamina or health or whatever. I'll probably end up just using the riposte. It can dive in the water. When it does that, it'll just run away from you. You're going to be chasing this boss a lot. It has an ability where it can send stars up in the air, and then they will fall in a trail. Just run straight, and you'll avoid them. He has an attack called Elden Stars. It's this. You actually picked it up a while back. It's Elden Stars. Creates a stream of golden shooting stars that assail the area. It has been discovered that it's avoidable. It's just hard to do. You've got to recognize that the attack is coming basically immediately, and then run along its body to the right, and then just past it, and you'll escape it. It's hard to escape, though. It doesn't deal a ton of damage, but it's very annoying and has a lot of attacks. It just keeps peppering you with little star attacks while the boss is trying to do other shit. So, like, it's just annoying more than anything. You can heal through it. It's okay. It's not going to kill you unless you get hit by the major star in the middle, which is very easy to avoid. So there's that. The final major attack that it has to look out for is it will fly up in the air and stay there. And when it does that, it will make the symbol of the Elden Ring in the sky. When it does that, you need to look at the ground because rings are going to come in and coalesce on your position. You just need to run straight out, really in any direction. It's a circle. So just run straight out, and then you need to jump over the ring. When the boss is below 50% HP, it will make it so you have to jump over 3 rings in quick succession. And that's that. Okay, get your sunglasses, and when you're ready, walk through the fog. Okay. I'm going to skip this cutscene, but just look at this and remember this, because we're going to talk about this when this is over. Welcome to Radigan. I have no stamina left, and I don't like it. That's going to explode. Generally, when there's sparks, there's going to be an explosion. A lot of his attacks like that are delayed. So just pay attention to his hand. And like always, when the hand is moving towards you, that's when you got to move. Bad. Yeah. I messed that whole sequence up. Those are the stars. Very annoying. Oh my god. They're going to explode. Oh, he's fucking me up now. Okay. Back in business. See? The explosion of the reappearance does damage, which is just very mean-spirited. I gotta stop rolling backwards. It's really killing me. Alright, this is the hammer attack. 1, 2, 3. Fucking attack. Oh yeah, it is a grab. Easy enough to avoid. You just gotta delay your dodge as long as possible. Lightning bolt, reappearance, another teleport. He gets like real fucking fancy with it. I love it. I think it's so badass, this teleport, but he does get fucking fancy with it. He thinks he's cute. Ow. Alright. We almost got him. Kind of shocked that we haven't stunned him, but whatever. That's Radigan. Alright, next is Elden Beast. So again, I'm going to skip this cutscene, and Elden Beast is just going to show up, but you need to watch that cutscene for yourself. So right off rip, just go in on this thing. It can't bleed, but you can deal a lot of damage to it. Breath, not good that I'm here. Ooh, God. Okay. Like I said, it'll swim away. Watch out for the sword swings. When you're close, it's hard for the sword to like really do anything to you. But, you know, don't get greedy or anything. Alright, so this is a gas cloud. Big explosion. Okay, we're sort of back to normal here. It's a big body boss, so you're better off not targeting it. Just, you know, keep rotating your camera. Just do your thing. This is the Elden Ring attack. Just run in a direction, just pick one, jump over the ring, get out of the outer ring, and you're safe. Rune arcs. I fucking love this boss. It's just like a weird little grab attack he has. I've never actually gotten hit by that. It's very telegraphed, so... Oh, come on. Alright, so this... Try to get behind him. Oh, this is Elden Stars. This is Elden Stars. Alright, see? See how annoying this is? And now he's sent up another bunch of stars to chase after us. Just pick a line and run in it. Wow, that got super fucking chaotic. That's why Elden Stars is really annoying. Some speedrunners will literally quit out, or some no-hit runners will literally quit the game. Like, they will... Sorry, I'm trying to explain too many things here. Some no-hit runners will quit the fight and restart at Radigan if Elden Stars get cast, because it's just so hard to deal with. This is a Starfall attack. Just pick a direction and run. Running in a circle seems to help a lot, like keeping it a tight circle. That seems to do a lot. I just walked through a sword attack. That's what that was. This might be another Elden Ring attack here. Yep. Okay, so this is the big one. It's going to be 3 attacks. Giant Elden Ring in the sky. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. We're out. Very hard. We also ran up against the wall, which really sucked. That's why I was getting pushed in a weird direction. We were up against the wall. I never even knew this arena had a wall. Alright, let's replenish this dam. Whoa, what the hell was that? I've never seen that attack before. I've never been up against a wall in this fight before. This is new. Yeah, big slam. Carve. Again, we just walked away from that. Nothing too serious to worry about. Oh my god. Whoa! Yeah, I deliberately cut that back in. That run back in, because we were getting near a wall there. And we're on the wall again. Alright, I mean, that was fucking cheap. If we weren't up against this wall, this would be a lot easier right now, but that's Elden Beast. And I never knew this place had walls. We got pushed in some weird positions there. Wow. That's Elden Beast. God slain. It's the only time you see that. God slain. Okay. So, we get the Elden Remembrance. Let's go ahead and read that. Remembrance of the Elden Beast hewn into the Erd Tree. It was the vassal beast of the greater will and living incarnation of the concept of order. All right. Because we have selected the Lord of Frenzied Flame ending, that's all that's available to us right now. It's the only choice we have by interacting with the statue of Marika or Radigan. But if we light the Site of Grace, and then we rest at it, we can leave. It all becomes available to us again. You do not have to progress to New Game Plus. You don't even have to roll credits immediately. You don't even have to select an ending immediately. You can leave and then come back after you've maybe completed some quest lines, gotten some other stuff. Our only choice right now is to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame, because we went through Hiatus Giant questline. Well, that's technically unnecessary, but we got embraced by the Three Fingers. So our only choice right now is to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. However, because we have Miquella's Needle, which is the one of the unalloyed gold needles that Miquella crafted to ward away the meddling of outer gods, capable of subduing the flame of frenzy if inherited, allowing one to cheat fate and avoid becoming Lord of Frenzied Flame. However, the needle is as yet unfinished and can only be used in the heart of the storm beyond time, said to be found in Farum, Azula. The heart of the storm beyond time is Dragonlord Placidu Sax's arena. So, if we go back there, this is the only place in which we can use this needle. It will never be a usable item until then. Doing this will prevent you from becoming the Lord of Flame. Like, the Lord of Frenzied Flame. So if you want that ending, do not do this. But doing this will unlock the rest of the ending choices. If you want to just get the trophies for the endings, what I recommend doing is just quitting the game and backing up your save. Just back it up, and if you're on PlayStation, disable auto-sync after you do it, because once you select an ending, it's going to resync your save. But if you just disable auto-sync, then you can just restore that save every single time and get all the ending trophies. It's one way. It's like a save scum method to do it, but there's so many different endings to this game that, like, it's better than going to New Game Plus 6. There's literally 6 different endings to this game. Some of them are very similar, and only 3 of them have trophies, but yeah. Okay, but once you're ready to commit to the decision of using Miquella's needle to tame the Flame of Frenzy, do it. There you go. Now, if you were to take off your armor, you still have the marks of the Frenzied Flame. You still have the burn of the Three Fingers. But your eyes have returned to normal. You are no longer about to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Okay. Now, one thing I'm a little curious about is what happens if we go back to Melania's boss room. Can we interact with the flower and get another? Probably not, right? Like, we can't undo this. That'd be weird, right? Okay, there's no interaction here. None. What if we go to the Three Fingers chamber? Frenzied Flame prescription. I don't think this is possible. I'm just curious. No. Yeah, once it's undone, it's undone. Okay, all good. All right, let's go back to Fractured Marika. And then you will notice now there's a blue summon sign. This is for Ranni's ending. You did the whole giant quest line. You proposed marriage to her, and now you're able to get her ending. So that's the blue summon sign. If you approach Fractured Marika every single mending rune that you have, so Perfect Order, Death Prince, and Fell Curse, you can pick one. These are all different endings. Mend the Elden Ring is just the regular ending. The no quest, no nothing ending. Mending Rune of Perfect Order is Corhyn and Goldmask's ending. Mending Rune of the Death Prince is the ending for Fia, and I guess Godwin in a way. Mending Rune of the Fell Curse is Dung Eater's ending. And then, of course, the blue summon sign is for Ranni's ending. I will say I think Ranni's ending is like the coolest cutscene aside from Lord of Frenzied Flame, so we're going to go with that one. One thing I want to mention about how I mentioned like the hammer attack before we started, how it looks, it was special, and I would talk about it later. The reason that I brought that up is because if you go back and you look up the original announcement trailer for Elden Ring, that trailer takes place right where we are standing. Marika was in the process of destroying the Elden Ring. Or I guess it's possible she was trying to forge it back together, but I doubt it. But she broke the Elden Ring. And then at some point she fractured herself in two, becoming Marika and Radigan. But that hammer attack is very reminiscent to the announcement trailer of Marika hitting the anvil or hitting the forge. And like literally the first frame of this fight, of that intro cutscene to Radigan, the first frame is literally ripped from the trailer. Like it looks a little bit different, like it's done in game graphics instead of cutscene graphics, but it's the same frame. It's such a callback to 4 years ago when this game was announced. Very cool. Yeah, the other thing is that the Elden Beast lived within Radigan. That's why half of his body was nothing. It was just, you just saw the Elden Ring inside, and the Elden Beast is the Elden Ring. Like, it's the same thing. So the beast lived inside of him. Yeah, really cool. Really, really cool stuff. So I'm ready to end. Let's go ahead and summon Ranni.
The battle is over, I see.
Notice how her hands are held together by string.
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, Shall we? My fair consort eternal.
All right. I'm going to mute this just because if I don't, maybe I'll get... I've gotten copyright striked on these before, just for the credits music, because I've let it go on so long. I'm a credits watcher, and if you have ever joined me for these sorts of walkthroughs before, whether it's Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, really anything, you'll know that at the end of these games, I like to have a bit of story time. Elden Ring, to me, like whenever I think about certain games are sort of like moments in time. Like I can sort of draw a lot of memories or tie a lot of memories to what I was playing at the time. I've done this my whole life. Some great, some bad, mostly great. Elden Ring, man, how do I even say this? Like, the time of Elden Ring is so incredible to me. You know, like, so to recap, like, basically the last year, like, I was with my ex-girlfriend for 5.5 years, and then we broke up in September of 2021. And then I went back and lived with my dad back in, like, the house that I grew up in. So I was, like, living home again. And, you know, at this point, I was a contractor for Riot Games. I was working remote. I was doing pretty well. Like, it was a good job. And then I told my dad when I moved back in with him, like, you know, my contract is up in April. Or actually, my contract at that point was up in October, but they extended me like a week later. I was like, you know, my contract is up in April. I'll know, like, what I'm doing then. Like, either I'll just, like, do something else, or it'll be a full-time offer, and, like, I can maybe move to California. So he's like, okay, cool, no problem. And he never really ever asked anything about, like, you know, too deep into the relationship, like why it ended, or like he never made me feel bad for living back home, you know, like he never questioned it. And in the time that I lived home, I became way closer with him than I ever had. I became closer with my sister than I ever have, my nephew than I ever have, and like my sister is going through some stuff, and then, you know, she has a boyfriend that she lives with, and like they're doing really well, and he's a super nice guy. And like takes really good care of my nephew and his daughter. Anyway, so that was in September. That lasted, you know, I told my dad it would be till at least April. Like, you know, after April, I'll move out and like figure something else out. Elden Ring comes out in February. And I was lucky enough to get this game kind of early. And the week the game came out, I'm just going to check an email really quick because I want to make sure I have my dates correct. Okay. Yep. So, Elden Ring release date was February 25th. I got this game, I think, February 16th or 17th. I got it like 8 or 9 days early. I received an offer. So, okay, I get it the 17th, right? At this point, I started interviewing for a full-time position at Riot. So, full-time position that had become available. This would mean that I was no longer a contractor. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I was like no longer. I would no longer be a contractor. I would have like full-time salary and whatnot. Sorry, I'm like still like looking. Yeah. Okay. So I got the offer on the 22nd. That's when I was told we're going to offer you full-time employment. So like, picture this. Like I was with somebody for 5.5 years. We were living together. And then we break up. I moved back home to like my childhood home, back with my dad, and like feeling somewhat like a failure. Like I still had a good job. I was still a contractor. It was still okay. But like I just wasn't sure what the next stage of my life was going to look like. I get Elden Ring. I'm able to create 60 videos before the game even comes out. All of them are ready to go for 10 a.m. on February 24th. That was the embargo times, 10 a.m. on February 24th. 60 videos ready to go. All of Limgrave done, some of Liurnia done, explanations for a lot of things, boss tutorials, puzzles, you name it. It's ready to go. A good stretch of the game is already covered, and I'm off to a really, really good start. So that all starts February 16th or 17th. February 22nd, I get the official offer. Now, mind you, I had already requested time off for the week that Elden Ring was coming out. So from like the 25th until the next week, I was off. So I literally spent that week, after getting a full-time offer with a very attractive salary in Los Angeles, I spent it kind of celebrating by playing Elden Ring and building this channel, like taking the next steps of this channel. And I've said this before. I covered it extensively. Like I've said this before, so I don't mind saying it again. I, as a YouTube partner, I make ad revenue. I also make revenue off of channel membership, so like paid subscriptions that folks are kind enough to pay for. On an average month before Elden Ring came out, so like starting off, I would maybe make like $100 a month, and good month would be like $300. That's if like some new game came out and like my videos were a hit. Fast forward to Demon Souls remake in 2019 and or 2020, and I made $1,600 in the first month, and I was like, whoa, like that's crazy. And it was crazy. That's a huge amount of money. That's part of a rent payment in New York. And then the momentum keeps carrying from there. And mind you, this is like almost 3 years into the life of the channel. And then my average goes up to about $700 a month. Low month would be $600, high month would be $800. So just around $700 a month was average. With Elden Ring, in February, for the month of February, so the videos went live the 24th, we had until the 28th of February. In that month alone, I made $2,000. The vast majority of it was backloaded. The next month, in March, I made $14,000 on my channel. I'd say $13,000 of that was from Elden Ring. $13,500 was probably from Elden Ring. I was the only thing that I was stressed about moving to Los Angeles was that I didn't own my own car. Like my girlfriend and I were sharing her car, and then when I moved back with my dad, I was using my mom's old car. So I didn't own a car of my own, and I knew that I would need one going to California. So I was pretty stressed about that because I was like, man, like I have some money in savings. Like I could go buy an okay car and, be fine, and it's okay. Like I was going to buy a car anyway. But then this happens. Elden Ring happens. So then I go out and I buy the car that I've wanted for the past several years. And then the videos keep making money. So then I'm able to quickly replenish my savings account and have enough money to like set myself up kind of nicely here in LA, buy good furniture, get a nice place to live. Like I'm still just living off of my Riot salary, but like YouTube is now providing me like a very comfortable cushion financially. And like I made $14,000 in 1 month. It's literally gotten cut in half every month since. Like the second month I made $7,000. The next month I made $3,500. This month I made $2,500. Like it's still going down. And like that's fine. Like I don't plan on living off of a YouTube salary until I can actually live off of a YouTube salary. It's just extra. And it's there for savings. And that's it. Like I said, games represent moments in time for me. And Elden Ring represents one of the craziest, most exciting several months really, of my life. I got the game. I got a job offer that I have wanted for a very long time. Like, the first time I applied to Riot was like 2013. And I had a really frustrating interview experience with them several times for several different positions. My boss knows this. Like, anybody I've ever spoken to knows about this. Like, I've talked about this in the past. And then I was just like so signed off of the company. I was like, I don't ever want to work for these guys again. And then I just sort of came back around to them because they were a client of mine at a different company. And like, I made very close connections with who are now my bosses and my coworkers. Like, and then the contract position opened up and now I'm here full time. And like, I'm in LA. So like, this moment is like a culmination of so many things. And Elden Ring has allowed me to like do this move and do this transition to the next chapter of my life in the smoothest way possible. And it's not just because of Elden Ring. Like, it's because of the work I've put in on this channel over the past going on 4 years now. Like, it's the editing skill, it's the editing speed, it's the presentation, it's knowing that I don't need to appear on camera anymore. Like, you're here for help. You're not here to see me. Like, some of you, yeah, you like to hang out, and that's great. I love seeing the same people in my comments all the time. Truly, I'm not being sarcastic. Like, I love it when people tell me, hey, I just finished another From Software game. I can't wait to use your walkthrough for the next one. It's like, yeah, that's exactly why it's there. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Like, that's the shit that I love. But I forget where I was going with that thought. But yeah, it's allowed me to do this so smoothly. And I really couldn't be more great. Oh, right. It's because of the hard work that I put in over the past several years. And like, it's the speed, it's the presentation, it's knowing that I don't need to appear on camera. Like, that's like a very stressful thing that a lot of people don't realize is like, yeah, like when you turn on a webcam, like for me personally, like, I don't want to just look like I rolled out of bed. Like, I wear hats most days. I just like wearing hats. I just like wearing baseball hats, but like, I still have to like wash my face. I got to make sure like my shirt looks okay. I got to make sure like, my background looks okay. Like the room's not a mess, like even if I'm using a green screen, then I got to like fuss with the green screen and the lighting. Like, it's a stressful endeavor. And like, in these walkthroughs, there are periods of time where I don't say anything. Whereas if I was on camera, I would feel like I kind of have to say something. Like, otherwise I would be looking weird with my mouth open. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's a much more comfortable experience for me to just not be on camera. And like, I didn't know that until almost a year into the channel. And like, had I been on camera while covering this game, it wouldn't have been as good. Like, had my skill set been where it was in 2018, I would not have been able to do this. Not anywhere near to the level of success. So Elden Ring represents a lot to me. Like, it bought a car. It has helped me move to California. And like, it's made people see what I do, like within my own family, as like a real thing. Like, when I was covering this game back in February and March for that, like week that I had off work, I would be working on this for like basically 18 hours a day. Like, I would wake up at say like 1 or 2 o'clock, work until 5 to 7 in the morning. Like, my dad would be getting up for work and like go into my room and be like, you're still doing this? Like, Jesus, like, you're really fucking doing this. And I was like, yeah, man, like, this, just wait until you see what this does. And like, I did not expect to make 20 grand off this game, but like, I expected to have a decent payday and like a lot of new subscribers, but I got all of it in spades, like tenfold basically. Like, I grew from 25,000 subs to 45,000. Like, it's been insane. And so like, being able to like show my dad like, hey, look at this paycheck. And like, now you know what I was doing. Like, I've wanted to be able to exemplify what I'm doing to my dad like my whole life. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, there's a lot of like psychological stuff there with like validation from your parents. And like, I was never going to get that from my mom. My dad was always on board with what I was doing, but being able to be like, hey, look, Dad, those days where you're like, Jesus Christ, you're still up at 5, 6, 7 in the morning, like still working. Like, what is this doing for you? This is what it did for me. And like, to me, it also shows like other people, like, this is possible. Just go do it. Just go put out what you want to see and people will find it as long as you're doing it genuinely and honestly, and you're not out there just trying to make money, just trying to like maximize your CPM. Just go put the content out that you wish you could see in the world, and you'll be fine. Like, it'll work out just fine. It may take a while, but it'll work out. And I feel like I'm living proof of that. So yeah, this game has done so much for my channel, and it feels like the next plateau almost. Like, it feels like this is a stepping stone. And from here, I'm excited to see what's next. What's also kind of nice is, after Dark Souls 3, I lost the job. After Sekiro, my mom died. Like, this is like the first From Software game where like everything was going really well and has continued to do really well. And sort of represents a moment in time where I rebuilt my life and took a huge step in my career, moved across the country, and like struck out on my own at the age of 33. Like, that's what it represents to me. And it helps that it's a truly wonderful game. Yeah, and what I will say is that it is absolutely incredible to me that the first time From Software made an open world game, it was Elden Ring. And it was as good as it is. This game to me is like a 9.9 out of 10. If it weren't for Godskin Duo, it would be a perfect game. But I just hate that boss so much. And what I really should say is Godskin Duo brings the game down from a 15 out of 10 to an 11 out of 10. Like, it's near perfect. And it's just like the presentation, the gameplay, the iterative design dating all the way back to Kingsfield and Demon Souls. Like, seeing how From Software is able to progress their own ideas time and time again and build on their success and build on their failures and take ideas and bring them to the next level. They are masters. They are true masters. And for this to be their first open world game still blows me away. This game came out a week after Horizon Forbidden West, and you don't hear about that game anymore, but you still hear about Elden Ring. Like, and it's no shade to Guerrilla. Like, games are really fucking difficult to make. Horizon's not my particular cup of tea. I have some like core issues with it, but like, and I never want games to fail at all, but it's just like, it's clear which one was received better by fans. Anyway, this has been Elden Ring. If you would like to go to New Game Plus, you just rest at the Table of Lost Grace, and you'll have a new option to begin Journey 2, very similar to Dark Souls 2, 3, and Sekiro. So it's not an automatic New Game Plus. You can go do what you want. Quest lines are kind of dead at this point just because, you've beaten the game and chosen an ending, so there's no other quests to do. You can still do White Mask of Aria's questline, I guess, but that's about it. It has been an absolute pleasure covering this game for you in 54 parts. I had a feeling it'd be between 50 and 60. At one point I thought it'd be 70, but I'm glad it was between 50 and 60. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'll probably stream Cuphead the next few days if you're watching this as it gets uploaded. But yeah, I want to try out Cuphead, sort of take a break from this style of game. Not sure what the next major game that I'll cover on the channel is. It depends on what comes out when. God of War Ragnarok for sure. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Reunion for sure. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for sure. That's probably a couple years away still. And then there's a game called Last Faith. It's a 2D Metroidvania in the style of Bloodborne that I definitely want to cover. But we'll see. Okay. Let me give a shout out to my channel members. All right. Thank you very much to John Aldrich, Tammy Skinner, Hector J. Estrada, Joe Saunders, Daniel Cockreel, Spencer Young, Phoenix Loader, Jude Lazowski, B-Tide, The Old One, Good Luck, Stu J. Mac 26, and Ryan Holzman. Thank you all so much for your support. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new videos go live. You never know. Even though I'm done, I'll probably keep going. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. Links for those are in the description below. As always, I'll be Johnny Cage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.